Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Now, you've clicked on this video, so you're obviously either struggling with Bio 20 or Mr.Horne. Hello. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about the immune system. First of all, we're going to talk about cytokines. They are cell signaling molecules that actually head towards the site of infection or inflammation or whatever is inside of your body. Now, once they get there, they basically aid communication to the immune response to tell everybody else and all of the other cells what they need to be doing in order to effectively respond to this thing that is infecting your body. Now, another important thing are the interleukins. So what these do is they're a group of naturally occurring proteins that mediate communication between the cells. They differentiate between the cells and they regulate cell growth. Let's talk about T cells. So we're going to be talking about 3 different types of T cells: helper T cells, suppressor T cells, and killer T cells. Now, your T cells originate from your bone marrow, but they actually go to your thymus, and that's where they mature. So your helper T cells, they are the ones that are going to analyze your pathogens, and once they're broken down by the pathocytes. They also recruit B cells to help identify the foreign particles, so they can really just figure out what is going on and what they can do and what they need to do in order to help your body recover. Your killer T cells, they are the John Wick T cells of your body. Basically what they do is anything that they do not recognize, anything that is an infective cell, they just destroy, they just kill it. Next up, we have your suppressor T cells. Now, they do in fact suppress. They're going to be monitoring and almost supervising the killer T cells to make sure they aren't killing healthy cells in your body. It's Brittany B cell time. So, your B cells are recruited to the site of pathocytosis by the T cells. And that's where they're activated, and they split into either a plasma cell or a memory cell. We're not going to worry about the plasma B cells. We're only going to worry about the memory B cells. So what your memory B cells do is they have antibodies that match the specific antigens that were presented by the pathogen. They remain in the bloodstream, so if they encounter that pathogen again, they can get a pathocyte to the actual site, and they can just... Now, what is an antigen? Well, an antigen is a toxin or an other foreign substance, which includes an immune response in the body. Now, this is especially useful in the production of antibodies. We're back in a very familiar place for me, the closet. An antibody is not just something you go and get from your doctor and you take it like 3 times a day because you have strep throat. An antibody is something that your real body makes. Now, it's a blood protein that is specific to another antigen, and it counteracts it and it tries to fight it off. What about all those little itty bitty particles that just get passed through your immune system because they're too small for them to see? It's okay. Your body has that covered. Why? Because your body is like a Boy Scout. It is always prepared. See, we have these little itty bitty microscopic things in our body called microphages. What do? They find all of those microscopic particles that got past your immune system and they eat them so they can't come and destroy your body any further. What is our body actually doing to prevent us from getting sick and from getting infections? Well, you see, we have these things called leukocytes. And what they do is they defend our body against diseases and unknown infections and any other foreign content by actually ingesting the foreign material and cellular debris into itself in order to keep it away from your body so you don't get sick. So now that we understand all of the different parts and different cells, let's figure out how they work together to create the immune response. So first things first, the foreign antigen is going to enter your body, and your cells are going to start to identify it as, in fact, a foreign antigen. Your cytokines are going to start telling everybody that it is, in fact, go time. This is not a drill. This is the real deal. Something is happening. Your interleukins are going to start communicating between the cells to make sure that they know what's going on and what they're supposed to be doing. The helper, suppressor, and killer T cells are all going to start to get to work on doing what they're supposed to be doing. B cells, the memory ones specifically, they're going to come in once everything's started, and they're going to start to analyze the foreign antigen so they can start to understand exactly what it is. This is the time when all of the macrophages are going to come in, and they're going to start eating all of the microscopic particles of the antigen that the killer T cells missed on their first sweep. During this entire process, your antibodies have been being produced, and now they're going to be released, and they're going to absolutely destroy that antigen. And now, all thanks to your immune system, you're healthy again.